So good evening. Welcome to another time on our synthetic indices weekly analysis chat. It's been an awesome and great thing so far. Like we've been able to learn a lot of things, establish a lot of things, then also pick our indices for the week. Like it has made trading to be less stressful and more focused. Like you already know what you want to trade for the week, what it will be doing. And this is actually the beauty of the market. Like when you focus on quality rather than quantity, it makes it less stressful. It makes it sweeter. Like you enjoy trading more because you enjoy the quality of the trade over the quantity of the trade. Then you can be focused and maximize a trade entry. Like for last week that we analyzed BOOM1000, we can see how it really played out. Like it's really paid off, and my VIP group, they really enjoyed. And you also can join the VIP group for signal, weekly signal actually, that can flip your account 100x. So the weekly subscription is just 10,000. The month is just monthly subscription, which is 10,000. Right? It's just a token. The fight is against poverty, not each other. So we should be able to help and accommodate each other. So this week we'll be diving deep into the basket of markets, see which one we are picking for the week. What makes the pick is our daily order block fund and weekly order block fund that shows us okay which one should we really focus on and which one shouldn't we really focus on. And this is actually okay, alright. If you are focused on one thing, then you can do other things. And you are sure of okay, this trade I'm on, it just must be profitable, and you get your profit there. So, and as a trader, we should more think about quality of a trade rather than quantity of a trade, because this is the turning point. This is what makes you consistently profitable. It's not just use entering different markets just by itself. No, you have to create an understanding. You have to create a rapport. You have to create a relationship. You have to create a relationship with the market actually. When you focus on one thing at a time, you are creating a rapport, you are creating a relationship with the market. The market tends to understand you, you tend to understand the market, you tend to understand every move the market is making. And apart from understanding every move the market is making, you tend to understand the temperature of the market, because now you already know, you get to know the turning points of the market. You get to know the turning point of the market. You know, okay, this market will sell, this it will retrace at this moment. It's because you are focusing at a time. You are focusing at a time. You are creating an understanding within you and the market. But when you are now focusing on quantity of trade, that means you don't get to create a rapport with the market. You don't tend to understand the market. You just enter. You don't even know why the market is buying. You don't even know why the market is selling. You just enter because you feel like entering. No, with that kind of attitude, it doesn't make you profitable, and at the long run it ends in regret. It ends in frustration, because you are just frustrated, like, oh, this market is buying, then you enter the buy, they started selling, then you're like, oh, the market is after me. This thing. No, they are not after you. It's you that you do not put your house in check. So your take home this week is focus on quality of trade rather than quantity of trade. Focus on one indices at a time so that you create a rapport, a relationship, and a mutual understanding within you and the market, so that you can understand the temperature of the market, then the intensity and volatility of the market. Then apart from that, you tend to understand, okay, where will this market retrace, where the impulsive move will be happening, where is the zone also. So with that, we just dive into analysis. Let's see what the market has for us and which quality of trade are we taking for the week. And as we all see, last week we analyzed BOOM1000 and it really played off well, and it played out fine. It really play out fine. Like really, everybody on my VIP group were just happy and all. And once more, you can subscribe for the VIP signal group. It's just 10,000 naira monthly, actually. So let's deep down. So last week we talked about pick BOOM1000. We see what the market has for us and all that thing. Then we're able to establish that it will be selling, which the sale have started since last week, and which we've been trying to enter and come in, taking a sell and a buy. So today I want us to check BOOM300, then check volatility 75 and step index. So one thing we always want to do is we want to do our top-down analysis to establish a lot of things, to establish the market movement, to establish what path or what trend are we sitting on of the market. So this is my monthly time frame. On the monthly time frame, it shows that the market is on a long-term sell. That means the market has been selling for more than a year. So this is a retracement. So using my fib, I can measure this retracement to get the actual impulsive move. So that's the retracement. Then the impulsive move. So my impulsive move still tell me that markets will sell to this point actually on BOOM300. So we are still expecting market reaction in this zone. Wow. So BOOM300 went negative actually. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. So I mark my zone on daily time frame. And one thing we want to establish is we can't just place a sell because we saw that the market is selling, and no, you don't do that. That's why we call it top-down analysis. So you want to still come down to lower time frame, and we've established that our entry time frame is from 4 hours downward. You can take your entry on 4 hours, take it on 1 hour, take it on 30 minutes, take it on 15 minutes, take it on 5 minutes. After you've really established and analyzed on monthly time frame, weekly time frame, daily time frame. So checking our weekly time frame, there's no really clear movement. We just see that okay, it's just a downward movement for a sell. The downward movement for a sell totally. Then we are seeing a little bit of bullish candle here. We are seeing a little bit of bullish candle. So to get more view, we come to our daily candle. So on this daily candle, we've seen breaking structure. Market has break this structure actually. Then our other block has been formed. This is a very shorter block which has been formed. Then we see that this is an impulsive move. From here to here, it's an impulsive move. Then we see our retracement from here to here, market retrace from this point. Market retrace from this point to this point. Then we bring our fib, the work of our fib. That's where our fib come in. What's the work of the fib? The fib is also to tell us where our impulsive move will be stopping. Since for every retracement, you have an impulse coming up. So from this point up to this point, I measure my retracement. Then to get my impulse, so I'll mark this zone. This is my impulse zone. So I'm expecting market reaction in this zone for this week. Market reaction. So for this week, BOOM300 will be selling down to this zone. BOOM300 will be selling up to this zone. But our confluence is not yet complete. So I come to my entry time frame, which is 4 hours. Then I see market buying. What do I want to do? Our daily time frame must tell us that it will sell to that point. So I measure this area. Then I mark out this area. So market will retrace at this point. That means we might see a continuation sell on that region. I mark this buy stop also. So market can still come to this area, but it won't pass this area. So from this zone to this zone, we are expecting market retracement, an impulsive move for continuation sell. So market will continue to sell within these zones. Actually, let's see how the weeks plays out. Let's see how the weeks plays out on boom 300. Let's see how the week plays out. So let me draw my price psychological level. I have 400, I have 300. So this 300. So we are expecting market reaction on this zone. So market will sell to this area. We wait for our bearish order block to form before we take a sell. You want the bearish order block to form on 4 hours or 30-minute time frame before you take a sell. You only take a sell when your order block has been formed, when your bearish order block has been formed, which it has not been formed so far. So we have to wait till it forms. Anyway, it's formed, we start selling. So at this point, do we have anybody with question? If you have question, you can simply ask before we go further. Who has any question? Okay. With that being established, we'll go further to volatility 75 index. So we are going to analyze volatility 75 index on boom 300. So how was boom 1000 last week? How was it like for you? People followed the trade. How was it?
It makes sense, sir. It goes exactly as you analyze.
Yeah, the beauty of this analysis is just to focus on quality of trade rather than quantity, actually. So that when we are in the market, we just know that, okay, this way I just want to make my money, this way I just want to focus on for the week. And it also helps you in focusing on other things of life. You don't just want to sit behind the chart, just taking buy and sell. You want to do other things with your life. So let's see how market play out on boom 300. So once we see other block being formed in any of this area, we just want to sell. We want to really sell. So coming to volatility 75. Volatility 75 is a very tricky market, actually, because you have to be very, very patient when it comes to volatility 75. If you don't want to lose on it, and you have to understand the structure and market movement, actually. So on monthly time frame, this volatility 75 shows that the market has been selling, but in this zone, it has been ranging. It has been ranging on this zone. So what could be the cause of the range? Let's look by our left. We will see that there is a bit of order block and choppy market here, and which this signify an ambush zone also. So when you see a choppy market, a ranging and choppy market like this is an ambush zone. So that's why this side is mimicking this side, because of this ambush zone. So what do we want to do? We want to first identify the last order block form. So I identified this is another block form. This is the last order block form here. Then I identify it with my arrowhead. Then I draw it. So this is one of the reasons why market has been choppy. It's chopping on the order block. And I want to go to weekly to have a clear view. So on the weekly time frame, it will show that another block has been formed here. A bearish order block has been formed here. This is a bearish order block which has been formed here. Then I bring, and it has broke from this. It has broke from this 400,000. So what do? I bring my fib. I measure from this starting point to this end point. Number one, I identify my retracement. I identify my sell stop. You see that it's on this sell stop market is reacting. Then I identify my impulse also. I identify here my impulse also. So now I'll now go on lower time frame. Let me come to my daily time frame. So on daily time frame, you see, what do you see? You see another block has been formed here. A bullish order block has been formed here, which is signifying a buy wants to happen in this zone. So since this order block has been formed, what do? I measure from this point the last order block here down to this order block. Then I mark my retracement. Then I want to mark my buy stop and my buy premium. So I come to 4 hours. We've seen the market reaction in this zone actually. Now, in this zone, market has formed a bullish order block. So we are expecting market to either buy up here to this 350,000 or engulf this bullish candle. If it fully engulf this bullish candle, this last bullish candle, then we take a sell. Then we can take a sell first down to this 300,000, then down to this zone. So we want to take it a bit by bit. You know, market won't just fall like that or go up like that. It will just be going bit by bit. So for every retracement, you want to buy or sell. So we are expecting market to either come to this zone or engulf this side, then continue a sell. So, and what will the market do? The market will still buy into this zone, then sell. So we want to come to 30-minute time frame. As you can see, what do you see? You see market selling. So you can take a sell on this, more of a seller, don't mind me. So I can take a sell on this place. Then put my TP here before this other block. Because the market will range until, before you can see a clear movement, is when 4 hours order block is being formed, which the market has not formed that. So you have to wait for the market to do that. Then you can also draw your trend line. So until market breaks this trend line, that's where you can have a sell, a full sell. But if market didn't break this trend line, you will be seeing market bouncing on this trend line, bouncing up. Then we'll be having an upward movement while it will be ranging. So we want to mark this area also. Do we understand? Are we getting it? That's all for volatility 75 actually for now. That's all. So you want to sell, take profit. Then once you take profit, if another block is formed on this trend line, you want to buy until it now reach this area. That's when you can see a full sell or a full impulsive movement up or down. Is this 350,000 that really determine? Why for here you just want to be taking short entries. Like go to step index. So on monthly time frame, we've seen as an ascending, which is a retracement. We've seen that market has been selling. Then now we are now seeing a retracement or a correction. Then we are seeing a reaction at 9,000 movement. So what do we want to do? We want to make another block has not been formed, so we can't do anything. We can only measure this impulse to get our retracement. So this is our retracement. You see that this fib is very accurate, very accurate. If you can utilize it, you make a lot of profit. You don't need all this strategy in this world. If you can understand what you are using, then you are good to go. So we've measured this area. Then let's come to our weekly. So let's draw our trend line from this 30 point to this area. We can see markets bouncing on the trend line, moving up. So here on this weekly time frame, it has formed another block. This is another block here. So we can measure like this to get our impulse. So this week, step index will be selling. Step index will be selling this week. So we want to wait for a break in structure before we take our sell. Then come to the, you can see market reaction on this one. We see a bullish engulfing candle forming, which is another block. Then another block has been formed. What do you want to do? You want to measure, then locate your retracement. Locate your retracement. So at this point, this shows that market will sell. We want to see market reaction on this retracement. You're waiting for engulfing candle, which is another block on this zone, or a reaction from lower time frame. And what do you say? You say that market, we are seeing something that looks like that. So we want to first measure. Let's mark out this one. So if this 4 hours engulfing candle fully formed, then we can take a sell. But let's go to lower time frame. On this lower time frame, we say that an engulfing candle has been formed. An engulfing candle has been formed. Then we can take a bit of sell. But you won't want to take a long-term sell until 4 hours order block has been formed, has been fully formed. Without 4 hours order block fully formed, you can't take a long-term sell. What do you want? How do you not take a short-term sell? You measure from this to this area. Then you mark your zone for retracement, mark your zone for sell stop. You want to take profit at sell stop, then you see what market is doing. But once your 4 hours order block is fully formed, then you want to do like this. You measure from this area up to this area. If this current bearish candle is fully formed, then you measure from this. You mark your retracement, then mark your sell stop, then mark your impulse. So market will sell to 8,600 area. If that is fully formed, so we'll be seeing market coming to this area. Then seller pushing market to that zone. Then we want to mark this zone and this retracement also. As simple as that. So with that, we are done for today. Actually, anybody with question, so you can just screenshot this and put it on your watch list. Put them on your watch list and see how they play out. Any question?
No question.
You can see how volatility 75 is doing. It will sell down to this area. So you can take a sell down to this area, put your TP there, or you want to measure. You take your TP at sell stop. Once another block is formed on this sell stop, you measure again. What do I mean? Like for this BOOM1000, you see this continuous sell. You see the market retrace. Then if you want to measure where the market will still spike, you measure from here down to this place. Then you find your impulse. That means market will still come to this area. That's your impulse. So for BOOM1000, you can take a sell for BOOM1000. Then your profit area should be in 94.81. So let's say I use one lot size. Who has ever used one lot size on BOOM1000? So you have something like this. Good night, everyone. Good night. Thanks for showing up. God bless everyone.